Hey yo, welcome to the present. So yeah, consider this my post-game interview if you will. Some people are a little confused about what's going on. And to that I say, watch the fucking sessions, nigga! No, but even though I explained it multiple times, I do a lot of wacky stuff to get people's attention. So I think oftentimes the point just gets lost in all that. I also talk kind of roundabout too. Obviously, as you can see, there's a bunch of theatrics and weird stuff going on to get you to watch sessions. But did you know I don't even like art that much, and I also don't enjoy drawing half the time? To the infinite void of the internet, I'm still nobody and have a lot of impressions to make, but locally I'm known by quite a few as an artist, and presented as such in a way that implies that I enjoy drawing and I enjoy making art. I don't. Back when I was some spineless, flimsy piece of shit in 2023, I said yes to just about everything. I don't really feel compelled by this girl, but fuck it, who could say no to being booed up? I don't really give a shit about this comic idea you have for me, but fucking there's good money and lots of clout to farm from these people. And all that shit destroyed me, all those fucking decisions. Now I'm very honest about who I am and what I want and all of that. And with that, I realized art is kind of a gimmick for me. I'm no different than those people who make all these requests that I don't really give a fuck about. The difference is, I act, I don't ask. You have some cool ass idea for a comic that everyone's gonna love. Well, guess what? I do too. My instinct was never, hey, let's get this guy who could draw for me. It was, what do I need to learn so I could do this shit? I don't fucking like drawing, and making comics is pretty fucking miserable. I fucking hate it. I just try to have good art so that you read my stories, even though people only acknowledge the art, so I guess I'm fucking up. I saw Hot Dog as a rival and looked up to her because I saw us both as artists at first. But I can't draw shit if there's not a story I want to tell or a feeling I feel the need to express. And I'm not gonna draw your fucking story. If I do another large-scale commission, it'll be too soon. I don't doodle in my spare time. I don't do anything an artist who enjoys creating art would. Now, I look up to her and still see her as a rival, but not because we're both artists in the drawing art technical sense, but because I'm an artist as in a creator and a storyteller. We're undeniably both creators, but what I lack is her skills in actually being an artist. And while I can't really speak for her, it does give me a little bit of comfort when people see her art and be like, you know, her art would be really good as a comic, and she doesn't think she has the capacity to make a comic, even though she'd actually absolutely kill me and blow me out of the water if she fucking did. And I'm a comic guy, but I don't really fucking like just drawing. But yeah, in the big 2025, I finally started using a sketchbook, and I took notes from her like process or whatever. Cause like she not only makes concept art, but she like gives notes as to what can be improved about it. It's kind of fucking cool to see. For me, concept art was just like, okay, I'll try this out so that I don't make so that the final design looks a lot prettier, right? But yeah, in order to make comics that actually compel people in the way that I needed to, I'm gonna need to take a step back and become an actual artist. And then also the funny thing is, like, I didn't even fucking read comics until like recently, like latter half of last year. So I don't even know what makes art good. I don't know what makes comics good. Namely, manga is my inspiration. But to tie that all together, I'm doing what I want now. I'm being honest with myself, and I'm trying to be honest with others too. I'm doing things that mean something to me, even if they mean nothing to everyone else. Whether or not you as my audience, or lack thereof, feel compelled by it is completely up to you and where you're at, your interest. these albums and projects that I'm interviewing people about are long past, like, outdated, right? This all was done in 2023. But they give so much perspective and sometimes even foreshadow the events that came after it. And it's also nice to look at it in a 2025 lens, opposed to back in 2023 when I didn't know much of anything. And I also give commentary on what my opinions are differently then versus now, too. Also, my life went to shit right after the first one. Let's just leave that out. But yeah, long story short, I didn't have time to make these at all. I didn't have time to edit these at all and release them and give it a proper launch with a clear head, because I had all of this other bullshit going on. And then because I wasn't sleeping or eating well, my health went to shit too. So I got hypertension and diabetes at the tender age of 23. And 2024 was when I officially like crashed and got my diagnosis and everything. I just learned a lot of valuable lessons that I could always carry into the future. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm editing a lot of the shit out that I originally wrote because it's a lot. Long story short, everything in 2023 happened and it carried into 2024. But 2024 felt better than 2023 because 2023 was a lesson to me. Or no, 2024 was a lesson to me. 2023 was like my punishment. And finally releasing it in 2025. I wanted to do it last year, but couldn't quite yet. Putting all this to a close is ending this curse that's been haunting me since then. So, but yeah, I rambled like shit. I'm sorry about this. But next up is Jay Jordan. She's the only person from this branch that I can completely say that I'm fully cool with. Morning Sun, episode 1-3. Meet my master.
Let's get funky!